So how do I use each of the different tools? So Twitter, the way that I use Twitter for me, it's all about engaging with clients, having very quick communication. Twitter is where I inform them about what's going on. So I'll retweet stuff. If you were following me on Twitter, there's my Twitter there. But, last night when I rocked up in Toowoomba, I said, pumped about giving the Competition Crusher workshop tomorrow. And that's what I use it for. I use it for sharing industry news. The other thing as well, some people do follow. If anyone follows you, they'll follow them back. I tend not to do that. I took this lead, I suppose, from Ed Dale. This idea of the reason I use Twitter, I want to use Twitter the way it was designed, which is I follow people that I want to keep on in touch with. So if I want to know what, I mainly use it for internet marketing, but you'll use it for your industry if there are industry people who are on Twitter in your space. I'll follow the people that I want to keep up to date with the news that they're breaking, and I won't follow back the people who follow me, but I'll very much engage with them though. If people, they call it @reply, if people write the @ and then my name, it's like they're talking to me, and then I'll talk back to them. So that's the way that I use Twitter, and I think that's the way that it was meant to be used, rather than following everybody back. I think if you start to use that, like for me, Twitter's good. The other thing that's quite useful is you can do Twitter searches, so you can find out what conversations are going on, and then you can join that conversation. So you can do searches, let's say someone was talking about construction, you can do searches on Twitter for discussions about construction, find out where the conversation is, and then join that discussion. Now, this comes back to what social media is all about. Social media, it's not all about pitching your product. It's not all about, here's what I'm trying to sell. It's like you're in a party and you first need to engage with them, have a conversation before you start pitching whatever it is that you're looking at doing. So don't just get onto Twitter and then spam every second day, here's my latest offer, here's my latest offer. No one's going to want to follow you. No one's going to want to engage with you. So that's why you want to make sure that you start to disseminate that news so people want to follow what it is that you're doing to stay on that cutting edge. Then how do you use Facebook pages? Now for Facebook pages, you can set up your own Facebook profile, and that's what I did when I first started, and Sally's going to get started on Facebook really soon. I set up my own personal Facebook account, so for just like davidjennings.com, and in the early days I would friend anyone. So this is before I jumped on using pages, particularly with all my trading guides. I'd say, yep, come and join me over on Facebook. And the reason I did that, well, it was well before they even had pages, but I did it from a bonding level because I wanted them to see the lifestyle that I was leading, showing, it was all about posting up photos of things that I was doing, cool stuff, so that they could sit there and they'd see what was going on in my life and bond with me at a very different level to what they were getting in the emails. It was much more personal, so it was more connecting with me. So I did that initially, and I think looking back now, I try and channel. I want to try and keep Facebook more so for people that I know, because it's quite good to use it for friending people that you actually know, and then you log in and you see your activity feed, see what's going on and engage with them that way, and then use things like pages for more of your personality or your profile, like your public persona or a business name or something like that. So for Melbourne SEO, we ended up setting up the SEO Mastermind. Now, the reason I went for the word SEO Mastermind as opposed to Melbourne SEO Services is who wants to kind of become friends with a company? You've got people out there who like Coca-Cola and stuff like that, but I wanted them to feel like they were joining a mastermind group, a community, and that's what Facebook's all about. It's about that community. So that's why I chose that name, SEO Mastermind, as opposed to Melbourne SEO Services, because I want them to, join with me and know it's not just about me pitching, it's about me bonding with them. And this comes back to this idea about why are you people using Facebook? And this is where so many people get it wrong. They're using Facebook to spam up little things they might have done. You know, sometimes it's good to add in your blog posts and things like that, but it might be making an offer. People don't go on Facebook to get pitched offers. They go to engage in a community and see what friends are up to, and discuss the latest gossip, that type of thing. So what do we do for Planet 13? If a band's about to tour in Australia, we'll ask them. We're not saying, hey, go buy this band t-shirt. We're saying, did you see such and such as touring? Are you going to this gig? The last time that we saw such and such touring, Guns N' Roses, the last time they were here, I saw them in '89, or whatever the case may be. That's the way that we're using it, and engaging in a community fashion where we're talking about what's going on and having a discussion, as opposed to just pitching offers. And then every now and then you'll splice in your offers.